What's up, guys? It's AlphaBlue here, and let's do a very quick top-down analysis on Euro USD because right now Euro USD is kind of tricky. It doesn't look like it's gonna buy. It doesn't look like it's gonna sell. You're not sure where it's trying to head to. So before we start on Euro USD, let's look at DXY because DXY gives us like a confirmation on what is going on. So this is DXY. First of all, before we start the analysis, you need to understand where the dollar stands in perspective of fundamentals, like the macroeconomics point of view. Now, DXY has been very bearish. Coming from last week was a very heavy week in terms of red events. We had CPI, we had FOMC, so we had the interest rate at 25 basis points last week. CPI came out lower than expected. So all of that event like took a toll on euro, on DXY, on the dollar. So all of that event made dollar to be bearish. All right. So if you look at last week, this is the daily candle. Like first, this was Tuesday last week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of last week was very bearish. All of that was due to the fundamental event that we had last week. So, and I still predict that the dollar is going to continue being bearish for at least towards till the end of this month or for the next few weeks, you get. But if you look at the charts, or if you look at the technical analysis, you'll see that after this very strong bearish push to the downside, after this strong bearish push to the downside, it seems like the market is taking a break. It's trying to correct some of all these very strong impulsive moves before it continues to the downside. If you look right here, it grabbed liquidity on this week, took out this liquidity, and the market is kind of like correcting before it continues the bearish move. So on the longer term, I'm bearish on DXY. I still anticipate that DXY will continue this bearish move, at least to this green horizontal line down here. But then for the short term, this whole strong bearish push that happened from last week due to the fundamental events that happened, CPI, FOMC, I still anticipate that this very strong bearish move will be corrected to by at least 50% before we continue seeing the bearish move. So now let's go back to Euro USD and see what Euro USD is doing. It's the same thing. Euro USD is inversely correlated to DXY. So whatever DXY is doing, Euro USD is doing the opposite. So you can see that Euro USD has been bullish in its own case. It has been very bullish coming from last week due to all of the fundamental events. And that is actually going to be what will continue driving the market, the macroeconomics, right? But based on technical analysis right here, you could see that markets bought into another block, or you could also call it a supply zone. And then it's kind of respecting it a bit here, as you can see. So what do I expect this market to do? I'm anticipating that the market will correct this strong bullish move at least by 50% before we continue seeing the bullish move. So I'm anticipating that Euro USD for the short term will just sell a bit before it continues this bullish move. Let's go down to the lower time frames. This is the 4 hour. This is how the 4 hour looks. Now, if we go to 1 hour, now if you look at the 1 hour, this is the supply zone, right? I marked out on the daily. This is the supply zone. Let's go to the 30 minutes or 15 minutes. Now, see what is going on. Market was doing some kind of Wyckoff schematic around here. It first came into the supply zone, was dancing around, gave this high, gave a low, took out the high, grabbed liquidity, broke structure to the downside, came back to retest, and then sold. So right now, if you look at the market closely, you see that someone will look at this market and think the market is trying to buy. I don't think this market is going to continue buying long term, just continue breaking all of this high and continuing to the upside. No, I feel all of this thing, market is trying to grab internal liquidity. You see this equal highs here or this relative equal highs here. I feel market is just trying to grab liquidity, then it continues pushing to the downside. So I believe this market will just grab internal liquidity, then continue pushing to the downside like this. Now, if you see why I'm looking to long right here is that market came to this point of liquidity right here, but didn't take it out. In fact, it reversed exactly at that point. So making it look something like a triple top. You get see the first top here, second top here, then this is like the top, third top, or equal highs. So because of this equal high that is right here, I still anticipate price to continue to push up, will push higher to clear out all of this liquidity before it pushes to the downside. Now, if this doesn't break and we get to see price come back down here, then I will look to long, even though I'm not going to take this long because I want to just concentrate on the sales. But this is a potential trade one can take. You get looking to long on this demand here to take out the liquidity that is resting above here. So that is one thing that I'm looking to do. Or that's a potential trade that one could take. So let's look at another reason why I believe that this trade, Euro USD, is going to sell for the short term, at least to this point before it continues buying. If you pull up a Fibonacci, your Fib, let's say you pull up your Fib, all right? You see that price has not come down to even at least 50% of this whole move. Price has not corrected 50% of this whole move before it continues buying. So that's why I feel price is currently at a premium level. I don't think the big boys, I don't think the big players in the market will be interested in buying at this price. This price is still kind of high for people to want to buy. So I believe they will want to short it down to a discount before they continue buying Euro USD because it's at the supply zone, 4 hour or daily supply zone, daily order block. Price is still at a premium. Who wants to buy Euro USD right about here? I don't think anybody is going to be interested in buying Euro USD. So I believe Euro USD should sell, probably even go deeper, probably come deeper all the way in here before it even continues the bullish move to the upside. So this is what I'm predicting on Euro USD. Before we continue seeing the bullish move, I'm anticipating a sell-off. At least price will correct all of this move that it has made during last week, at least by 50% at least, before it continues the bullish move. So this is what I'm predicting on Euro USD. But this is not a financial advice, of course. Don't put your life savings on this because Alpha said Euro USD will sell before it buys. Just use proper risk management, and this is just pure entertainment. This is purely for entertainment purposes. So just make use of this info the way you want. But our advice, you watch the market closely. Don't risk more than 0.5 to 1% of your account. And then always apply proper risk management, guys. So this is it for Euro USD today. I hope this was helpful. If this was useful to you, please like this video, smash the subscribe button, like the video and smash the subscribe button. And check the description, you'll find a link to my Telegram channel. You can join my Telegram channel where I drop my trade analysis and trade breakdown. So cheers, guys. See you in the next one.